Hello and welcome to your own personal brand, spanking new, bright and shiny, it's all miney video, the very best of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Over the next 90 minutes, we're going to relive some of the drama and the emotion that has made Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the most successful quiz show the world has ever seen. And there have been a lot of those great moments since we first came on air back in September 1998. Now, after all, it's the TV programme that got strangers talking to each other again. Emptied pubs that didn't have TVs in them and filled pubs that did. You're going to see people winning fortunes, people losing fortunes, and me losing about 20 years off my life. But before we see some of those highlights, first let's give you an exclusive look behind the scenes. Now, I bet you've often wondered what it takes to make this little programme. Well, now you can find out as we look at a day in the life of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Elstree Film Studios, just outside London.
I'm going to be a professional game show contestant.
9 a.m. The contestants begin to arrive for the start of a long but exciting day.
I'm Jess, one of the researchers. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you.
First thing is a quick wardrobe check.
OK, Karen, before you show us what the baby's going to wear, would you like to show us what you'd like to wear?
Yeah.
Hold your outfit up on the hanger so cameras and lighting can have a look at these colours next to your face.
Grey trousers, maybe?
That's fine, that's fine. But if they say that that is too shiny, then you'll be all right with that one.
Yeah. Jenny, hello.
Now, the next thing is to find out a bit about these people.
So when you two are watching the television, watching Millionaire together, who tends to do better?
I'm not very good.
I've actually got 2 grandchildren.
Yeah.
One's 10 and one's 8.
I'd like to go down Snowdon in my wheelchair.
Yeah.
Hopefully with some nice young men hanging onto the wheelchair for me.
Friends have to be phoned to make sure they're going to be in if their big moment arrives.
Well, one's engaged and the other one's at answering machine, so...
Or at least they're going to be in.
He's not at his desk. They're going to try and find him.
Hi, Uncle Ian. Hi, can I just tell you the rules for tonight's show?
Yeah, it's Jenny Lumley.
Keep your phone line free between 7 and 10 p.m. this evening. You mustn't make any outgoing calls and mustn't try to take any incoming calls either. Turn off the TV or radio before you pick up the phone.
No, I'll have to ring him a bit later.
Also, the first person you'll speak to is Chris Tarrant.
Throughout the day, all kinds of odd people arrive at the studio for various reasons. OK, cheers.
We've got obviously our 10 contestants.
It's briefing time for the contestants.
And as soon as we've established who's next to play for the £1 million, we'll then stop recording, make sure everyone's all right, offer you glasses of water, so don't think we are literally recording for 2 hours solid. We do have lots of these pauses.
Early afternoon, and the contestants get their first look at the studio.
Right, good afternoon, everybody.
A quick look at the clothes on camera.
It's a button.
To make sure that nobody looks like a tutti frutti ice cream or a zebra crossing.
Yeah, all done.
Everybody fine?
Yeah.
The contestants then get a chance to try the game, beginning with fastest finger first.
In fastest finger first, for the first part of it, you don't need to look anywhere else in the studio apart from your screens. Now, audience, for this bit, keep it nice and quiet, please. Let them concentrate. It's fastest finger first. Here comes the question. Starting with the smallest, put these 4 sports in order by the size of the ball used.
20
Basketball,
seconds.
golf, association football, tennis.
8 if we got it right. Who was fastest? Jane Andrews! Jane, you're an amazing... I then play a couple of rounds with each contestant, so that we can get to know each other a bit before the show. Audience has never been wrong in rehearsal, have they? In nearly 200 shows. Once you get to 1,000, take your time, get your head together, and really have a good look. In which part of London was the Good Life set? Purley, East Cheam, Perry Vale, Surbiton. You can ask the audience, you can phone a friend and use 50-50.
I might go 50-50, though.
We have to get to a point sooner or later where you say, yes, my final answer is... It's the right answer, you got £1,000! Go, go! Just before showtime, I'm briefed on the contestants, their stories and their dreams.
Up in the audience is daughter Vicky, and watching at home is husband John, also known as Lumpy, a nickname he hates.
She loves travelling, but John doesn't.
She's also been on TV before, at Buckingham Palace, where she was videoed receiving an MBE from Her Majesty the Queen.
Really? Was she done?
Yeah, because she's a retired civil servant and she was in the DHSS for 35 years. Now, one of her phone of friends is actually a guy she's never ever met. She met him on an online quiz chat room, so he's going to be one of her phone of friends.
So you're not quite useful.
Yeah.
It's nearly time. The audience arrive. The boys in the computer room stack the questions for the show.
Wombat, badger, shrew or buffalo? Well, I think that's all right for £100. Yes, fine. Just go back 3. We didn't have another geography question, did we? Good, OK. Next, which of these songs is traditionally performed the last night of the proms? My Way, Rocking All Over the World, Rule Britannia or the Birdie Song?
A final touch-up for the contestants.
The whole day's gone so fast because we arrived this morning at about 11 o'clock.
7:15 into the arena. 7:30, and here we go. Okay, let's do it. This show of ours does seem to have given rise to a whole new crop of catchphrases all over the country. Kids and adults alike are saying things like, "Is that your final answer? Can I phone a friend?" and "Will you take us to Disneyland if you win, Daddy?" The one that rings truest with me, though, is the one I feel compelled to say whenever a contestant is struggling on a particular question. And it's usually a question that seems fairly simple, one that they really should know, but they don't, because we all have little gaps in our knowledge, and we all have weak spots. And remember, some questions are, altogether now, only easy if you know the answer. Have a look at the question. Tell me you want to double your money for £1,000. You've got 3 lifelines left, John. Here it comes. Which of these girls' names is the title of a Jane Austen novel? Emily, Jane, Emma, or Sophie?
Play Chris and it's B.
B. Jane?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got 500 quid, you say that for £1,000? Yes. Final answer?
Yes.
OK. It's the wrong answer.
Are you joking?
It's Emma. Oh, I can't believe you've done that. John, you go away with absolutely nothing. If you give me a wrong answer on this, you lose £93,000. Where was the highwayman Dick Turpin hanged in 1739? It's worth £250,000. Glasgow, Carlisle, Norwich, York.
50-50, please.
OK, computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please. Leave Jim just the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer.
Carlisle.
Not York.
No, the road to York. I think he was hung in Carlisle.
Take your time. You could walk away with 125,000.
No, that's what I thought.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Jim, you had £125,000 in your hand. You're a brave guy. You could have walked away. You've just lost £93,000. Jim, I'm so sorry. The answer is York. Thanks. Yeah. A chukker is a period of playing time in which sport? Badminton, volleyball, polo, hockey.
I have not got the foggiest.
And you got no lifeline.
It's only money, innit? Polo looks good.
Play.
God blimey. Badminton looks good either as well, though. So does volleyball. So does hockey. But polo looks mintier.
I want to tell you that all the colour has drained from Nicky's cheeks.
Polo looks very, very good.
Do you want to play? It's worth 16,000. You lose 7 if you're wrong, Bev, and I can't help you.
What the heck, eh? Let's go for it.
Final answer?
No, it's not a final answer.
Ah.
I'm going to take the money.
Right, take no. It's up to you. Take your time. Take your time. Have a look.
I'm going to take the money. Polo. I'm going to have to take the money, mate. I'm not. Polo, go, final answer. That's it. Final answer, polo. Polo final answer.
It's the right answer. You just won 16,000. Oh, that's the fastest final answer we've ever had. What was the name of Amy Johnson's plane in which she flew solo to Australia in 1930? Achilles, Pegasus, Hercules, Jason. Take as long as you need. It's worth $500,000, the most anyone's ever won in the UK on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You've still got a 50-50.
Let's go 50-50.
Okay. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please. Leave Duncan the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. What are you thinking, Duncan?
It's got to be Pegasus, isn't it? But...
You've got £250,000 at the moment. You lose $218,000 if you're wrong. It's worth £500,000.
It's only money, isn't it?
It's quite a lot of only money. It's the most anyone's ever won. It would also actually be the most anyone's ever lost.
Oh, right, well, I'll be a first one way or the other, won't I?
Take your time, have a good look at it. You've got £250,000. One of those is worth $500,000.
Pegasus.
Final answer.
Yes.
You just lost £218,000. The answer is Jason. Oh, man. Now, you might not believe this, but in spite of that last lot, when we reach show 200, we are giving away well in excess of £20 million. Imagine that. It's enough money to pay Manchester United's wages bill for nearly a whole fortnight. There are many things in life that can challenge and even ruin the most beautiful of relationships. You and your mate both falling in love with the same girl, supporting different football teams, discovering your prospective father-in-law's an estate agent, little things like that. Now, at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we came up with a new one that puts a strain on the strongest of relationships. It's called Phone a Friend.
Can I phone a friend?
You can phone a friend. Who are you going to phone?
Peter.
Peter? Who's he? Works at London Zoo. Who's he?
He's a brilliant guy.
Is he?
Yes. He's my gardener.
Oh, he'll know then. As long as you've got wolves, bears, horses and badgers in the garden, he'll be ideal. OK, Peter, Sonia, your time starts now.
Peter.
Hello.
Black, brown and Kodiak are varieties of which animal?
Bear.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you very much.
OK.
Final answer?
Yes. I knew it was bear.
You got £8,000! Oh, good old Peter. Which French Impressionist painter had a son who became a successful film director? Pissarro, Degas, Sisley, Renoir. It's worth $250,000 if you can get to the right answer.
I think I'll go for a 50-50, I think, at this stage, I think.
OK, all right. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please. Leave Peter just the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer.
Yeah.
Take your time. One of those is worth £250,000. One of those, if you played it, would cost you £93,000.
I think I might call on one of my phone a friends, please.
Okay.
And it'll be, I think Derek.
Derek? Okay, who's he?
Yeah, he's a film fan. His daughter's in the audience.
She's the one who's just gone, oh, God, he's going to ring Daddy. It'll be worse for her, you, or Daddy, actually. 30 seconds, 2 possible answers. One of them's worth £250,000. Okay, Derek?
Okay.
Okay, Peter, your time starts now.
Yeah, Del Boy.
Hello, Peterkin.
Which French Impressionist painter had a son who became a successful film director?
Which French Impressionist painter
Had a son who became a successful film director. Was it Pissarro or Renoir?
Pissarro or Renoir? Well, I know there is a film director called Renoir, but I don't know of one called Pissarro.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, you've just confirmed what I was hoping.
If that's what you believe, there is a Renoir film director, but I'm not sure.
Thanks.
Peter, I know it's a serious moment, but Del Boy and Peterkin.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Peter, take your time. It's entirely up to you. You can take this money. You do not have to play this question. If you're wrong, it has cost you £93,000.
No, I'm going for it. I'll go for Renoir. That sounded familiar to me, and if Del Boy knows his films, so... Or Derek, sorry.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Renoir.
Renoir.
If he's wrong, it's cost him £93,000. It hasn't. He's just won £250,000. As well.
Oh, I just can't think. I have a map of America in my head, and I'm just sure Texas. I'm just sure it has got a coastline.
Now, you've got £16,000. You can obviously walk away. You can do your 50-50, you phone a friend, and still walk away.
I'm going to phone a friend.
Okay.
And I'm going to phone the other half.
What, Hamish?
I am.
So it's all his fault, basically.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got to share the blame here.
That's what you're doing?
Yeah.
The poor man. OK. Hope he's in.
So do I.
Joe, your time starts now.
Hello.
Hello.
Which of these US states does not have a coastline on the Gulf of Mexico? Florida, Mississippi, New Mexico, or Texas?
Say them again.
Florida, Mississippi, New Mexico, or Texas? 8 seconds.
It's a guess, but I'm going to say New Mexico.
Oh, no.
That's really confusing, isn't it? You sort of think it's Mississippi, and your husband's now decided it's New Mexico.
Can I go 50-50, please?
You can. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please. Leave Joe the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Which of these US states does not have a coastline on the Gulf of Mexico? Mississippi or New Mexico? It's worth £32,000. You've got 16, Joe. You don't have to play this question.
Yes. He lived in America for a long time. New Mexico, Chris.
Final answer.
Final answer, New Mexico.
With your husband.
Yep.
You had £16,000. Joe, thanks to Hamish, you just won £32,000. Hello, Hamish! Wow, what a husband he is!
Hello.
Gary?
Yo.
Hiya, it's Chris Tarrant here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Hello, Chris.
It's quite exciting here at the moment. We've got Graham here from Pontefract. You know Graham as your mate?
Who?
Graham. Yeah, I can tell you're one of his mates. Graham, he's doing OK. He needs your help.
Lovely.
OK.
Right,
Next voice you hear will be Graham to tell you the question. There are 4 possible answers. One of those is the right answer. That's the one we want to try and find. OK?
Let's cook.
OK, Graham, your time starts now.
Gary.
Yo.
Spiro Agnew was the vice president to which US president? Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter.
Oh, my God. Graham, I don't know. I've got a feeling.
Go on, tell me your feeling.
I think it was Nixon.
I do too.
OK, mate.
Geezer?
OK, mate.
You're a diamond geezer, mate. Thanks a bunch, mate.
Cheers, bud. Best of luck.
You've got £125,000. It's worth £250,000. You do lose £93,000.
Richard Nixon.
Why are you suddenly so confident?
I'm not. I swore I weren't going to do this.
Well
and
done.
now Richard Nixon.
Final answer.
I'm getting into euphoria.
Final answer.
Go, Richard Nixon.
You just won £250,000. $250,000. OK, Caroline, your time starts now.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Paul McCartney wrote the theme song for which James Bond film? You Only Live Twice, For Your Eyes Only, Live and Let Die, Diamonds Are Forever.
Caroline, it was Live and Let Die. 100% definite.
100%?
Yep.
Are you quite sure?
Definite.
Do you want to phone a friend? You're saying Live and Let Die, Steve?
Live and Let Die, definitely.
If you're not, then I'll live and you die. No.
Good luck.
Thank you, Steve.
Cheers.
Bye.
You're doing an audition. It's very good.
If he's 100% certain...
Well, he sounded 100% certain.
And I know he won't let me down. He's a good guy. I'm going to go with Live and Let Die.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's good. You got £16,000. Which fruit is the principal ingredient of Slivovitz brandy? Cherry, apricot, orange, plum.
I'm going to have to phone a friend, because...
You need a real hard-drinking mate here.
I'm going to ring my mum.
Sorted.
Hello?
Mum, which fruit is the principal ingredient of Slivovitz brandy? Is it cherry, apricot, orange or plum?
It's plum.
Plum?
Plum.
You're absolutely sure?
I'm positive.
God, you're a great mum.
I'm sure.
I love you, Mum.
Okay, love.
Yeah, thank you.
If you didn't Slivovitz, I'd love you, Mum. Well, you love Mummy. You won't love her that much if she's wrong, of course, John.
I still will.
Final answer, Mum says plum.
Mum says plum. That's good enough for me.
Mum is right. You got £125,000. We love you, Mummy.
I can picture this.
Take as long as you need.
I do. I have an inkling about this one.
What's your inkling?
I'm not sure I have £93,000 worth of inkling. I think it's a wheel. I think Georgie would know this.
Who's Georgie?
My ex-wife.
It's up to you. But you can still take the money. You can phone a friend, use 50-50 and take the money. You lose £93,000 if you're wrong.
Right. I would like to go 50-50, please, Chris. And then
Okay, computer,
see
take
where we
away.
stand then.
Okay, computer, take away 2 wrong answers. Leave Mike the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Which symbol appears on the national flag of India? Wheel or star? One of those is worth £250,000.
I think we'll phone Georgie.
Is your ex-wife?
Yes.
Do you want me to tell your ex-wife how much money's involved?
Very much so. She might. Georgie is the sort of person that would hate not knowing.
Okay. Okay. 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Hello, Georgie.
Hello.
Georgie, which symbol appears on the national flag of India? Is it a wheel or a star?
It's a wheel.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh dear. Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Thanks, Georgie.
Okay.
You're in. I'm going. I'm going for it.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Does Georgie still feel enough affection for you to want you to win $250,000?
Georgie doesn't need to feel affection for me. She may well do, but she does get a cut. So it is very much in her interest to be right.
It's your call. If you're wrong, you know.
I know.
You've lost 93,000. It's for $250,000.
I'm going to play wheel.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You just won £250,000. For some reason, we always seem to get a lot more men than women on this show, and opinions divided on why this is. Are men better at general knowledge? Are they keener to push themselves forward, more competitive, or what? When I asked one woman in the audience during a commercial break one night why she thought we didn't have as many women on, she very wittily replied, "It's because you don't want to give away any money." It's not true, but very funny answer, if you're female. Without a doubt, women have given us many of our very best moments. And I think I've worked out why that is. It's because they're far more expressive, they aren't afraid to show their emotions, they're less self-conscious, they're less inhibited. That's right, they're as mad as hatters. Starting with the earliest, put these 4 historical events in order. French Revolution, gunpowder plot, First World War, American Civil War. They all look like they finished very quickly. The right order, then, is the right order. Earliest first, gunpowder plot back in 1605, then French Revolution, 1789, then the third one, American Civil War, 1861, and World War I, of course, started in 1914. Let's see who got that right, but most important, who got it right in the fastest possible time. Here they come. The green one's got it right. Who was fastest? Fiona Wheeler! Be calm, Fiona, be calm. Oh! Are you calm now? You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, you did say when the camera went to you and you were fastest finger, you did say, "Oh, God, I've wet myself."
Sorry.
It was just, you know, suggesting you might be a little bit nervous. What about you? Never mind the kids and Matthew. What about you? What's your ambition?
Well, it's a bit weird.
Fiona, how did I know that?
If I won a lot of money, I'd like to lay in a bath of melted chocolate.
Okay. Take your time, have a look at this question. It's worth 16,000 if you get it right. Which Western character was played on screen by Jay Silverheels? The Cisco Kid, Ben Cartwright, Tonto, or the Lone Ranger?
I know what I think it is.
You got 8,000. You can take £8,000 now.
Can I phone a friend?
You can phone a friend, of course you can. Would you want to phone?
Dave Wheeler.
OK, Fiona, your time starts now.
Dave, which Western character was played on screen by Jay Silverheels? Was it A, the Cisco Kid, B, Ben Cartwright, C, Tonto, or D, the Lone Ranger?
C, Tonto.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Definite?
Yep.
Honest?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah? I'll go for it, yeah?
Yeah, best of luck, darling.
See you later.
Yeah, bye.
You know, you said you thought you knew which one it was. Were you going to go for that?
Yeah.
It's your call. You've got £8,000. If you get it wrong, you've dropped 7,000.
That's my father-in-law.
If he's right and you're right, it's worth £16,000. Do you want to play it?
Yeah, C, Tonto.
You just won £16,000. £8,000 you got. Do you want to play for 16?
Yeah, and I'll say A.
Saying Jamaica?
Mm-hmm.
Your final answer?
Yeah.
You've got 16 grand. £64,000. I know you said you didn't want £64,000, but it's dead good if you look at it.
Oh, it's lovely.
Ooh, it's lovely, you see. Now...
Oh, can I just touch it?
Yeah, of course you can. Don't want to give you that, we will give you that. Whatever happens, you leave with 32. At the moment, Ali, you can walk away with £64,000. You've still got no lifelines, but I don't think it matters with you. Have a look at question number 12. This is worth £125,000. You are 4 questions away from 1 million. Take your time. Question number 12. Who is the daughter of novelist Vera Brittain? Betty Boothroyd, Edwina Currie, Claire Short, Shirley Williams.
I don't know, I'm just going home with that money, I don't care.
No, let's take our time. £64,000 you've got at the moment.
It's not Claire Short, no way. I don't even know who Vera Brittain is, I don't care, I just want the money.
This is this £64,000 you didn't want a minute ago. Final answer. You're going to take £64,000.
I know who Shirley Williams is, I know who Betty Boothroyd is. I mean, I know who all these are, I just don't know who the mother is.
That's fairly important. It's fairly crucial to this particular question.
It's probably Edwina Currie, but I don't know, and I just really don't want to risk it now.
Don't feel tempted?
No, because I'm taking Katie, we're going shopping for a new wardrobe, and, you know... No, I'm just so happy. You don't know how happy I am. That's it.
I think I'm getting the general sort of drift, really, Alan, of your happiness. Final answer, you can take the money?
I'm going to take the money.
OK, give her a big hand. Huge hand. She goes away with £64,000. I can tell you, Ali, if you had been just that little bit braver and you said Edwina Currie to me, you would have just lost £32,000. The right answer is actually Shirley Williams. She goes away with 64 grand. Now, it's not just here in the UK that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire has been such a huge success. Millionaire Mania has conquered the world. It's been shown in over 100 countries. Although the format, the set and the music are exactly the same, each country might add its own little refinement. For instance, in Italy, the show's called Who Wants to Be a Multi-Millionaire? In Monte Carlo, it's Who Cares, We're Already Millionaires. And in Kazakhstan, it's What the Hell is a Millionaire Anyway? But wherever it appears in the world, you can be sure that people love this great British export.
A. Anarchie.
Anarchie is jouw antwoord A. Het is het goede antwoord op deze vraag.
List disse popgrupper efter, hvornår de blev opløst.
Vous ne suivez pas votre intuition.
C'est une perche ou un piège? Non, non, non.
És remélem kellemesebb kérdések lesznek.
I want to use 50-50.
50-50 इस्तेमाल करना चाहेंगे? Very good. कंप्यूटर जी, प्लीज इन 4 जवाबों में से 2 गलत जवाब मिटा दिए जाएं.
Znowu poprawna odpowiedź. Wygrałeś 64 000 złotych w niesamowitym tempie.
Portanto, a resposta da Renata é C, assassino, e está correta, não há dúvida.
Византийской, римской, османской, китайской.
Danilo. Na odgovor bova počakala po oglasih.
Computer, let's take away 2 incorrect answers. Let's leave for David the correct answer and the remaining incorrect answer.
Hazır mısın?
Pekala, sorunuz geliyor.
Evet, bekliyorum.
Buyurun. Nuri abi merhaba.
Merhaba, başarılar İsmail.
Türkiye'nin en büyük coğrafi bölgesi hangisidir?
We're going for 64,000. He's 5 questions away from $1 million. He's got all his lifelines. He's in beautiful shape.
Yep. You just won 500. That's incredible. 500. Of course, it would be great to win $1 million, but that's not the main reason most people come on to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They wouldn't say no to $1 million, of course. But what most contestants are hoping for is money that could really make a big difference. £1,000 has given people the chance to take their family abroad for the very first time. £4,000 has cleared the debts of someone who's been living in the shadow of them for years. We've even had people who've come onto the show unemployed and left it 20 minutes later retired. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is the quiz show that really, truly can change your life. When a contestant first arrives at the show, we've no idea who they are or what to expect. And speaking of expecting, we finished yesterday's show with imminent first-time father Matthew on £4,000. Now, as we speak, his wife Catherine is in labour. And he's here at the other end of the motorway on a television game show. Matthew, is this wise? Are you sure about this?
It depends how big the cheque is, Chris.
Well, we do know she's happy for you because she rang just before the start of the show tonight.
Hello, Matthew. It's me, Catherine. Just ringing to wish you all the best for tonight. We're both thinking about you. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
And get up here as soon as you can.
Now, Graham, I know you hate the look of these cheques. Don't even know what they look like. But they quite like them. At this moment, you can walk away with that cheque. I know you don't want to see it, but we do. It's worth £250,000. Can I ask you what this money means to you? $250,000 you've got at the moment. You're 2 away from $1 million. What does that mean?
You get that little number 5 down there. That's about the most money the most money I've ever had in my life at one time. Just to be able to do what I want is about £8,000 when I got made redundant in 1988. Being made redundant, £8,000 don't go a long way. Our Martin's got cerebral palsy, he's in a wheelchair. I want to make an house to keep moving.
At the moment, you've got £125,000. You can obviously take that and walk away. The next question is worth £250,000. Can I just ask you what this money means to you? This huge amount of money, £125,000.
It's indescribable. I cannot describe. As a single mum, life is a struggle from day to day. It just means I don't need to worry anymore.
You're right, or you look shell-shocked. You're right.
I have to say this is worse than any exam I've ever written. Absolutely, this is so different than being at home.
Of course it's different from being at home.
Absolutely horrible.
You wouldn't have all these people right here, would you?
Yeah, don't come on.
All the contestants who sat in this seat have gone through every possible emotion. But it has been worth it because they've won an average of over £50,000 each. And it can be anyone sitting here. They can be from anywhere. We've had them all. We've had pilots and plumbers, surveyors and students, firefighters and fitness instructors. We even had a tax inspector. Now, I can tell you that was an extraordinary experience. When he used his Ask the Audience, he got a huge majority vote for one answer. But being a tax man, were they trying to stitch him up like a kipper? No matter who the contestant, no matter how confident they are when they first arrive, win fastest finger first, and actually get into this hot seat, once they're here, they'll always find that one pig of a question that comes out of nowhere and stops them in their tracks. And that's possibly where you might have heard me asking, is that your final answer?
I haven't got the foggiest, honestly.
You sure you want to take the money?
Oh, don't do this to me.
I'm trying to help. You want to take the money?
Not.
It's £16,000.
I know.
That'll be quite handy.
It'd be very handy. No, I'm going to take the money. But I think it's C. No, I'm going to take
ago,
the money.
you thought it was B.
I know, they're all coming into my face and I don't know which one to take, so I'm going to take the money. No, I'm going to play.
If you get it right, you get £32,000. If you get it wrong, you drop 15,000. You've got no lifelines, Karen.
I know. What am I going to do? No, I'm taking the money. I've got to.
Oh, so glad. Stay there. Give her a big hand. She leaves us with £16,000. Because it'll nag you all your life. if you had, you know, finally made a choice. You haven't, you got £16,000 and that's safe and you go home tonight with £16,000, which was a good result. Which one would you have gone for?
C. Islands.
If you'd said islands, you would have just lost £15,000. If you'd said lakes, which was the other one you were going to go for, you would have just lost £15,000. If you said mountains, you'd have won £32,000. You'd never have got there. You go away with £16,000. Give her a big hand. The spice saffron is obtained from which flower? Crocus, tulip, daffodil, hyacinth.
Oh.
Ah. What do you think it was going to be? Lettuce. What were you expecting? Take your time, have a look at it.
I think it's hyacinth. Do you know?
I'm not in it.
It's not daffodil. It's not tulip. Crocus. Could be crocus.
You're wrong, you lost £15,000 of the money you got at the moment. You could take 16,000.
I want 32.
I'd love to give you 32.
Hyacinth. D.
Final answer.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Sorry to keep you waiting.
If you give me a wrong answer, you do drop 15,000. It's a big drop. But if you get it right, you double your money to 32,000. Guaranteed, and I'll write you on a cheque on the spot.
Go with daffodil. I'll take the money.
I'm so relieved. And I am so relieved. Give her a big hand. Sonia goes away with £16,000. I can tell you, if you'd said to me daffodil, you'd have been wrong. If you'd said to me tulip, you'd have been wrong. You'd have lost £15,000. If you'd said to me hyacinth, you'd have lost £15,000. The right answer would have been crocus.
Oh, good.
I think she did the right thing. She goes away with £16,000. Best of luck. Good luck. Phil, your time starts now.
Hi, David.
Yes, sir.
What type of creature is a samoyed? A dolphin, a deer, a dog, or a duck?
I'm about 75% sure it's a dog.
75%?
Yep.
OK, David, thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.
You've got £16,000. If you give me a wrong answer, you lose £15,000, but it's worth a guaranteed minimum of 32.
I'll take 50-50, please.
OK, computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please. Leave Phil the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Dog's still there, and deer.
No, I can't do it, Chris, so yeah. I made promises that
Final answer. It's worth 32,000.
No, I'm going to take the money.
Final answer, £16,000.
Oh, don't.
No, just because you wavered a bit, that's all. As to tell you, I don't want to talk to you out of... You'd lose £15,000 if you were wrong.
How does she look?
Not great.
Not great.
Not great. If he's right, she'll look great.
And if I'm wrong...
You're living with David.
I'm going to play and go for dog.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You didn't have to play this, Phil. You did. You had £16,000 in your hand. You've now got £32,000. When Margaret Thatcher became a baroness, which name did she use in her title? Revo, Kesteven, Cheveley, Levine. You've got a 50-50. You're 4 questions away from £1 million. If you get this wrong, you've dropped £32,000.
Well, I have no idea. So I'm going to reduce the odds. I'll play the 50-50, please.
OK. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please. Leave Perry just the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. You don't have to play this. You can take £64,000.
I've got to gamble, Chris. I've got to.
Why?
Because I'm not going to get to £1 million without a gamble, am I?
No. Take your time. When Margaret Thatcher became a baroness, which name did she use in her title? Kesteven or Levine?
D, Levine.
It's worth 125,000 if you get it right, but you drop 32 if you get it wrong.
When I came here today, I said I'd love to get home with 32,000. I didn't realise how difficult it was going to be to actually throw away 32,000.
Don't throw it away.
No, no, I'm going to gamble it.
Just looking at John.
I'm going to gamble it. What did I say earlier?
You said D. Levine, but you weren't very sure. Take your time. You've got £64,000. You can take it now. It's a lot of money.
Oh, I'll take the money. Don't ask me to change my mind.
I wouldn't.
I'll take the money.
You sure?
Yes. I want to go home.
It's a huge amount of money, but if you give me a right answer, it will be worth £125,000. You've got £64,000 at the moment. You
Levine.
can take a cheque.
D.
I'll
D.
walk away.
Levine.
You can take the money.
Don't do this, Chris.
But I do
You're
it every
killing
night,
me.
Perry.
No, I'm going to go with D.
Final answer?
My final answer.
D. Levine.
Yeah.
You had £64,000 in your hand. It's the wrong answer. So sorry. It isn't. You've been such a great player. Oh, you are brilliant. Perry Paul still goes away with £32,000. Yes, you know, you've been a brilliant contestant. Damask is a variety of which flower? Lily, hyacinth, rose, primrose.
I should have got out in that garden a little more than I have. I'd say it was a primrose.
Or rose, or hyacinth, or lily, yeah.
Something's telling me rose.
There's nothing on my screen.
I think it's rose, but I don't think I'm going to go for it.
It's very lucky you can't see Gail from where you are.
Yeah. No, I think it's too much of a gamble. I've got an inkling it's rose, but it's too much of a gamble.
Doesn't bother you all night.
That's true. Okay, rose.
No. Final answer. Is it your final answer?
Yes, final answer. No, go on.
They always say women are indecisive. I don't think so. You've got to check there for £125,000.
Yeah. I can't risk it, Chris. I really. Sorry.
That's right. So I do not want you to lose this amount of money.
No,
You lose
me either.
£93,000 if you're
Exactly.
wrong.
That's huge, isn't it?
It is quite large.
No, that's it, Chris. That's fine. Thanks very much. Definitely final answer. Have a great day. That'll do. That's good.
Final answer.
Final. Final answer.
Oh, give him a big hand. He goes away with. He goes away with £125,000. I can tell you. Now I should tell you because you want to know. You want to know.
It's no problem.
Yeah, you want to know the rest of your life. I will tell you that if you had. If you'd gone along, and you very nearly did at several stages, if you had gone along with your instinct and said to me, Rose, you would not be sitting there with a cheque for £125,000. You'd be sitting there with a cheque for £250,000. Oh, no! Whew. Which language gave us the word robot? French, German, Czech, Latin. What are you thinking, Joe?
I speak French and I speak German. But that gives me no confidence whatsoever. It's
it's amazing, you know, you get to 32,000 and you think, oh, I'm so happy with 32,000, and now it's 64,000, you're like, would I still be happy with 32,000 if I went back to it?
Because really the first 32 is sort of Hamish's money anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
The second 32 is yours. Why are you laughing?
I'm just
tearing.
As you watch people on television and you see this sort of inner turmoil they go through, and you sort of shout, "Take the money!" or "It's Czech, it's German." It's so hard when you're here. It's really.
You don't have to play it. You can walk away with £64,000.
Right, I'm going to walk away with £32,000, and that's a fantastic sum of money. I'm going to say check, Chris.
Final answer. Apparently not.
Final answer, I'm going to say check. Oh.
Ah. You've no longer got £64,000. You've just won 125. Oh, we love you! God, you are so brave. Yes, making your mind up can be so difficult, can't it? Now, on a show where there's so much at stake and people are playing for potentially life-changing amounts of money, you're inevitably going to get a great deal of knuckle-whitening, gut-wrenching tension. And what better way to relieve it than a laugh? Now, we all like laughing at that small percentage of the audience who think something completely daft like Alfred the Great was a chimney sweep, or an escargot is a unit of currency in Portugal. But best of all is when the contestants laugh all the way to the bank. Have a look at it. Question number 9 for £16,000. Here it comes. What was the first name of the painter Cézanne? Jean, Paul, Georges, Ringo. For £16,000. Take your time. You've got 3 lifelines. If you give me a wrong answer, you drop £7,000.
I can make a right fool of myself here, couldn't I? The answer's B, Chris. Paul.
Final answer, B, Paul.
Final answer.
You had £8,000. You had 3 lifelines. You've now got £16,000. Which of these is a novel by Oliver Goldsmith? The Pastor of York, The Bishop of Barnsley, The Curate of Sheffield, The Vicar of Wakefield.
The Vicar of Wakefield, definitely, Chris.
You read it?
I looked at it this afternoon on the way up here. I've got a book about literature, Chris, and I was looking at it on the way up on the train. And I got to G, to Goldsmith. He's an Irishman, Oliver Goldsmith.
Sounds like a very easy way to earn 16 grand.
That's right.
Final answer?
Definitely.
That is an amazing coincidence. You just won £16,000. And you've still got 2 lifelines. Now, as he told us on Monday, Brian's a self-confessed chocoholic. According to his family, he loves nothing better than sitting in front of the TV with a big bar of chocky, so much so that the boys now call him Homer Simpson. Unlike Homer, however, Brian doesn't drink, so after a hard day at the Nick, while his colleagues are sinking pints in the pub, Brian has soft drinks and yet another chocolate bar. I mean, do you have chocolate on you at all times?
I've got 3 bars of chocolate on me tonight. Not on me at present, but me and Louise are going to get the chocolate.
So you haven't got any
just
now?
later on, no.
Not secreted about your person or anything?
No.
OK. Which of these is not the name of a book of the Old Testament? Joshua, Jacob, Judges, Job. It's worth £64,000. You have got a 50-50.
Top walk, Tess, top walk.
You really are a John, aren't you? Just have me thinking.
I'm going to go judges.
Not a book of the Old Testament.
It's not a book of the Old Testament. Final answer.
Sure. Confident? Want to play?
Yeah, I'll play.
Brian. It's the wrong answer. Right answer is Jacob. Starting with stop, put the traffic light sequence in order according to the British Highway Code. Amber, red and amber, red, green. If any of our contestants have got that wrong, don't let them give you a lift home. Let's have a look then. The right order, we should all know this, the right order. First and foremost, starting with stop is red, of course. Then it's red and amber, that's sort of get ready. Then it's green, which means go. And then it's amber, which means get ready to stop. That's the right order. Hopefully all 10 got it right, but I bet they didn't. All these got it right. See how many? I love it! I don't believe that! We always say that every single show, every batch of contestants is different, but this is something else. Right, let's do another question then. What would you like this time, everybody? Teletubbies, what should we do? Now, they say that one of the secrets to a good marriage is to trust each other, to share your thoughts, your fears, and your doubts. Here's another one. Think very, very, very carefully about coming onto one of our Who Wants to Be a Millionaire couple shows. We started doing these at Christmas 2000, and whether any of our couples were still together for Christmas 2001 is really anybody's guess. If you think coming on the show on your own is stressful, try coming on with your other half and disagreeing on a £250,000 question. Couples who play together stay together, they say. Yes. Or then again, no. Maybe. Sometimes. Coming on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire puts that theory to the ultimate test. Which American First Lady wrote the book It Takes a Village? Rosalind Carter, Nancy Reagan, Barbara Bush, Hillary Clinton.
No idea.
Why don't you know?
Yeah, why don't you know? What are you thinking?
I think...
What are you thinking?
I just have a feeling it's Hillary Clinton. So it's probably not.
Russell?
Not a clue. Honestly, not a clue.
Should we have a go?
No. Absolutely not.
It has to be a mutually agreed final answer.
I know.
It's probably wrong anyway.
No, sorry, Lorraine has not yet given me her final answer.
You can't risk it. You know that.
Sure.
We're back at the end.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, yes.
Give them a big hand. They have been absolutely brilliant, these two. Bless you both. Hey up. Hey up. You go away. Great start to 2001. It's in your name because you're the one that made the phone call. Just before you go, with $250,000 at stake, if you'd said to me, Rosalind Carter, you would have lost £93,000. If you said to me, Nancy Reagan, you would have lost £93,000. If you'd said Barbara Bush, you'd have lost £93,000. The right answer. The right answer is Hillary Clinton.
You didn't know you had an inkling.
Hey, have a great year, you two. In which country was the tennis player Martina Navratilova born? Switzerland, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Belgium.
I don't know.
Czechoslovakia.
Do you absolutely 100% know that, to be sure?
Czechoslovakia.
She might have lived there, but not been born
No,
there.
she lived in America. Czechoslovakia. I'm sure. Czechoslovakia.
100%.
Yeah.
Think about it for a minute.
I am.
Maybe. Do you know she was born there?
Yes.
If you're sure, I'll go with you. If you're not sure, don't do it.
I'm sure it's Czechoslovakia, but would you be mad if it was wrong?
Yes.
Czechoslovakia.
Okay. Right. Czechoslovakia.
Final answer.
Yeah.
You've just won £8,000. Vanilla pods used in cooking are fruits containing the seeds of which tropical flower? Lily, sweet pea, honeysuckle, orchid. It's for $250,000.
Orchid.
You sure? I haven't got a clue. I was hoping you were going to say I don't know.
I know you were. Not honeysuckle. It's not sweet pea. Don't think it's lily. I reckon it's orchid.
I will be quite happy to take the money, and even if Chris says it's orchid, I don't mind being kicked all the way home. Because at least you got 125,000.
You were quite happy with 32 just now.
Yeah, I was, but I got 125 now. Whose idea was it to bring couples on?
Oh. You're 3 questions away from £1 million. This is worth 250,000.
125 is more than we ever thought we'd get. Isn't it?
I still think it's orchid.
I still think we should take the money. You don't really want to lose 90,000, do you?
I wouldn't say orchid if I thought we were going to lose it. Take the money. Oh, take the money.
I know you want to gamble.
Take the money. If you want to take the money, take the money.
I'm not in trouble now. Now I've done it, haven't I, eh?
Go on, take the money.
Right, you can clout me afterwards.
I will.
I know. I'll take the money.
Final answer.
Take the money.
Whoa! Give them a big hand. They go away with £125,000.
Just hope for my sake it's something else.
Never mind.
I'm not brave enough for that.
You probably want to know...
No.
If you'd said to me, Lily, you'd just lost £93,000. If you said to me, sweet pea, you'd have just lost £93,000. If you'd said to me, honeysuckle, you'd have just lost £93,000. The right answer was orchid. Oh, good luck tonight, Cornwall. Oh. Over 3 years of doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I have gone through every emotion known to man. I've had palpitations as contestants somehow got to just £500, miraculously in a couple of cases. I've agonised as they struggled to get the £32,000 question right, and I've rejoiced when they got £1 million. And when it's all said and done, this show is all about making someone a millionaire. And if you'd like to join that elite, let me give you a few tips to help you get there. Study hard. Remember every fact you've ever learnt. Keep your cool and sit in this seat for fastest finger first. Seat number 8. It's probably the luckiest seat in Britain. Now, by one of those amazing coincidences that seem to crop up all the time on this show, our first 2 millionaires, Judith Keppel and David Edwards, both sprang from here after they'd won fastest finger first. And 20 minutes of fantastic television later, they left the hot seat each with a cheque for £1 million. Now, we shared some great moments in the past, and I know there are more, many, many more to come, because this is the show that has it all. Excitement, tension, drama and emotion. And maybe that's why it's the biggest quiz show on the planet. Oh, and it also makes people millionaires. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next show. Bye-bye. The discovery of what helped archaeologists, why are you nodding at me? Helped archaeologists to decipher hieroglyphics. Do you think you know what it is?
Well, even if I don't know the answer, you'd always look clever when you do that.
Oh, you are the coolest we've had for weeks. Right.
I think it's the Rosetta Stone.
Think it's what?
The Rosetta Stone. That's what I'm hoping.
If it comes up, will you go for it?
I'm going for it if it comes up.
Just keep
if
nodding.
it doesn't, I'm going home.
Just keep nodding anyway, because you look good. Just keep nodding. Right, the discovery of what helped archaeologists to decipher hieroglyphics. You think it's the Rosetta Stone. If that comes up, you say you're going to play. You don't have to, Andy. You would lose £93,000 if you're wrong. It may not come up. If it doesn't come up, panic. Have a look at the 4 possibilities. Dead Sea Scrolls, Elgin Marbles, Venus de Milo, Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, see, Rosetta Stone.
You know if you're wrong, you lose 93,000.
Yeah,
and you know you're only nodding your head to look dead intelligent. Do you want to play this question?
Definitely. Rosetta Stone.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Sometimes I can't bear to look at my own screen. You just won $250,000. Oh, you're right.
I mean, the last
2. In mythology, who was the twin of Castor? Why are you grinning at me?
Because I know it.
What do you want to see come up on the screen?
Pollux. Sorry.
I just said, what do you want to see come up on the screen? Pollux.
Pollux. Very definitely with a P.
The twin of Castor.
Yes.
Okay. Endymion. Achilles. Leander. Pollux. Now, you obviously don't have to play it. You sounded very confident. You do lose £93,000 if your instincts are wrong. You've still got a 50-50, and you can still ask this audience.
Castor and Achilles, Castor and Endymion, Castor and Pollux. Yes.
Final answer.
Yes, it's my final answer.
You just won £250,000. Have a look at question number 13. It's worth $250,000. Which gas is a constituent of common salt? Oxygen, chlorine, hydrogen, argon.
It's chlorine.
What, Keith, stretch it a bit, please.
No. Chlorine, definite final answer.
But you realise if it goes on like this, you're going to be asking the audience on $1 million.
I know.
Final answer, chlorine.
Yeah, definitely.
You've just won £250,000. Have a look. Have a look. You've got £250,000. Serious check. Still shaking?
Yeah.
Your kids said don't do jokes.
Yeah.
They said don't be a goon and don't do jokes, Dad.
They can't tell me what to do now.
I don't think they can. Have a look at question number 15 of 15. Which king was married to Eleanor of Aquitaine? Henry I, Henry II, Richard I, Henry V.
I think it's Henry II. I saw her tomb, funnily enough, in France this summer.
What did it say on it?
Well,
That's quite
I
important.
hope it said that she was married to Henry II. I said I wasn't going to gamble when I came back, and I sort of can't resist it.
You've got £32,000 at the moment, you've got £500,000.
I did it at school for A-levels, and I'm... I'm trying to remember.
Take
it was
your
rather
time,
a
take as
long
long as
time
you
ago. I do think it's Henry II. I think it's Henry II.
It's up to you.
I'm going to say Henry II.
Final answer.
Yep, final answer.
You've just won £1 million! £1 million. Absolutely incredible. If you planted the seeds of Quercus robur, what would grow? Trees, flowers, vegetables, grain.
Quercus is a type of tree, Chris. I just hope that, that it doesn't cover the others as well. Certainly not vegetables, certainly not grain. I don't think flowers. I certainly know of trees that have got the botanical name Quercus. I'm going to go for it.
Sure, hang on. Yes. Can we just calm down, please, audience? Yeah, I'm delighted, but can we just remind David that if he's wrong, he loses £468,000. It's not your money, everybody, OK? It's your call, David. Just take your time. You've got £500,000. You can walk away with $500,000, but it's worth $1 million.
No, I'm almost certain. It's a horrible word, almost, isn't it?
Just at this level.
Yes. I'm nearly certain it's a tree. I don't like the way you're screwing up your eyes, but...
I don't like the way you keep saying nearly. You want to play?
I'm going to play.
Final answer.
Mm-hmm.
You had £500,000, you went for trees. If you'd gone for flowers, you'd have just lost £468,000. If you'd gone for vegetables, you'd have just lost £468,000. If you'd gone for grain, and you didn't think it could possibly be grain, if you'd gone for grain, you just have lost £468,000.